All right, Brooke, go ahead. Go.
So you want to put it in vertex form?
Yeah.
So you take the -2 out.
Okay, good.
So it should be -2 bracket x squared minus 5/2x close bracket plus 8.
Good. Okay, so remember when this happens here, it's going to be dividing by 2, divided by -2. It switches from a plus to a minus because it's minus. Okay, Julia, next step here, please, is what?
The d is sine
Okay.
5/2 divided by 2 squared.
Okay. And what's -5 over, one second, please? What's -5 over 2 divided by 2?
-5/4.
Good. Good. And what's -5 over 4 squared?
25 over
16.
16.
Good. Okay. Good. Now please remember the negative has to stick in as normal mistake made in completing the square root is positive. All right, Caitlin, can you do the next step for us, please?
You put the 25 over 16 into the equation.
Okay, good. F of x equals -2 bracket x squared -5 over 2x plus 25 over 16 minus 25 over 16 plus 8. You guys must be sick of completing the square by now, but you're getting good at it, I hope, by now. Next, go.
You multiply -2 into -25 over 16.
What does that turn into?
25 over 8.
Good. And oops, and it turns to plus 25 over 8, right?
Yeah.
And then 8 times 8 is 64. Now, if you wanted to call it, yeah, 16 divides by 2. If you want to call it 50 over 16, you certainly may. And then eventually we'll do the lowest terms. IMQB 2013. This is your only warning. Don't bring food in here tomorrow in the future. Yeah?
Wait, why is it?
Okay, so what? Just a reminder. Hold on a sec. Just a reminder here for this. If you multiply -25 over 16 times -2 over 1, you can either call it 50 over 16, which is 25 over 8, or just go right here and say those both divide -25 plus 25 over 8. Either one of those is okay. All right, Amanda, can you finish this one off, please? Go ahead. F of x equals. Yeah.
-2 bracket x squared minus, or not x squared, x minus 5/4.
Yeah.
Bracket x squared plus 89 over 8.
There you go. Now, this wasn't actually asked in the question, but I'm going to do it here because you will be needed in the future. Okay? Who are we going to? Let's go to Sarah. Sarah, what is the, for f of x, what's the vertex, please?
5/4.
Oh, I missed you. Sorry, I missed you. Go ahead. You'll do the next one. Go ahead. 5 over 4 and? Okay, and we're opening upwards or downwards? Good. Next, F inverse is, go ahead.
Is that one?
For the vertex.
-2.
Oh, sorry, yes, but let's just do this for the vertex. This is an aside here. If this is your original vertex, what's the inverse? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Okay, now here's the difficult part. Good. So that's not what it's supposed to be. Okay. So you can think of going in a circle. You can also think in that case your y values are getting smaller. The inverse will be the x values are getting smaller this way. Okay, that's what the difference is between them. Okay. We're not actually going to graph it today, so you don't need that. But on your quiz tomorrow, you will have to do that. So that's. Thank you. Are we feeling okay with that first part? Okay, I hope so, because we've done tons and tons of these completing the squares. You should be feeling good at this point. If you're not, took a long weekend, that's okay. All right, but sorry, didn't mean to say that. Okay, but that's okay. But otherwise, we're good. Okay, David, what did we actually do this for? Why did I actually make you guys complete the square for all that?
Make those harder with standard form.
Yeah, it's easier here to do this. So I'd like you to find the inverse now of what we're actually going to do. Go ahead. First step is.
You put y instead of
Good.
and then you switch here.
Okay, so you're going to change it to y equals negative 2 x minus 5 over 4 squared plus 89 over 8. And then change that to x equals negative 2 y minus 5 over 4 squared plus 89 over 8. Very good. Amy, next step here, please, is what?
Get rid of the 89 over 8.
Yep, good. Yep, so it's going to turn into x minus 89 over 8 equals negative 2 y minus 5 over 4 squared. Very good. All right, Kirsten, what do we do next, please?
Do you get rid of the negative 1?
Yeah, good. How do you do that? I just want to mention one thing here because David was talking to me about this at lunch. That's what I'm going to say is the answer. The textbook would write this a different way. Okay? How would the textbook write this? George, you got it? Yeah. The textbook would write this as 89 over 8 minus x all over 2. So what they did was they, made the both, trying to slow down. They multiplied the numerator and the denominator by negative 1 to make the denominator positive. Okay, and because of that, it changes like that. I'm just going to stick with this for right now, if that's okay. All right, but in the future, if the textbook does weird things like that, that's fine. Okay, that's not a big deal, I hope not. All right, Curtis, I think we're back to you in the back corner. Next step is what?
Where were we?
Sorry? What do we get rid of here? What do you need to get rid of here?
You get rid of the thing. You use squared. So
Yeah, so how do you get rid of squared? Square root, good. And I have to make sure I do plus or minus because that's going to give you the two arms of the parabola. If you remember from yesterday, this is, and I'll do this here, I'm going to go to the next board. This is the graph of plus root x. So I'm using my markers here. And that's the graph of negative root x. All right, so we'll get to those in a little bit, but that's what those graphs actually look like. Okay, we're feeling okay? So far so good, I hope. Georgie, next slide. Are we okay with the left? I know I'm going through quick here, but I only go at one speed. As my 4-year-old nephew says, I only go at one speed up a curve. It's super fast. He's not really that fast in school. And forget it. Here we go, next line. Last step, Georgie, is what? So f inverse of x is equal to 5 over 4 plus or minus the square root of x minus 89 over 8 all over negative 2. And that is the end of part A. It took a long time, but that's the end of part A. Okay, could everyone close their eyes and put their heads in their desks for a moment?